Yes, guys, so we are finally back. We have finally made it to another one, brothers and sisters. The very first out of 2 reactions I'll be dropping on this YouTube platform, brothers and sisters. So, I know you guys did not see me for a little minute, man. Your boy had to take a little break and eat some food. You see it? Yes, man. Get some food in this system. Christmas season. If I didn't tell you guys, by the way, Merry Christmas. I know I told a number of individuals on my WhatsApp, which of course took me almost a whole day to respond to people. That's crazy. Because a number of people who message me and stuff, and I tried to do it individual, man, I tell you, man. Dedication. Hallelujah. Anyways, if you didn't hear it from me, brothers and sisters, I also posted on my status as well. But Merry Christmas goes out to each and every one of you guys out there. And of course, have a Happy New Year. Just in case I didn't tell you. Well, now you know, brothers and sisters. Happy New Year to each and every one of you guys out there. I do appreciate you guys, and thanks so much for being a part of this here vibrations right there. And then on the vlogs, on the reactions. By the way, talking about vlogs, brothers and sisters, I'll be dropping end of year vlog, so you guys can definitely look out for that. That's pretty much fun right there, the different things I was doing. Not everything, but of course some stuff that I've definitely been done. If you guys missed it, I'll be compiling a collage, so to speak, of well, I've been doing one for Instagram as well as for Mystelics vlogs as well, so you guys can definitely look at the last year vibrations end of year video of the different things that took place, you know, going all over the place, man. I think 7 or 8 countries, guys, in 6 months. Yo, anyways, look out for that vibrations right there. And of course, you'll definitely find that out on the Mystelics vlog channel, guys. Of course, when that is dropped, I'll let you guys know as well. Definitely, guys, check out the previous reactions. Not reactions, the previous vlogs I was doing. Since I was doing reactions, I was doing the vlogs all over the place. So definitely check out that vibrations right there. That link will be the first comment in the comment box below, guys, as well as the other video I'll be dropping today on the BrBpTV YouTube platform right there. So you guys can definitely check out that vibrations right there. Anyways, guys, let us get into the vibrations for today right now. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, guys, and of course check out the links that I'll be posting a bit later on today as well. Now, brothers and sisters, as you can see, this is none other than MOTTLEY. Brothers and sisters, when it comes down to MOTTLEY, MOTTLEY seems to be you know, she has a vibe of trying to do things and adapting and this kind of things there for a country and what have you, which is a good thing. But when it comes down to me, where we disagree vastly is on the basis of climate change, brothers and sisters. No amount of money and tax that you try to put on people going to change nothing. That is just rubbish. You know, there's always some sort of thing that used to come up. Hey guys, end of world, Y2K, bog, all those things there. We need to do tax. All this thing is applying money on people for what reason? You know, they're trying to take money from people and people just agree on nothing happening. 0.04% of the atmosphere is carbon, brothers and sisters. So on the basis of that scenario, is carbon dioxide. The basis of that scenario right there, and you say, oh, we don't need cattle, and donkey years we're running for cattle, and they say, oh, it's cattle is the problem, and fowl is the problem, and trying to nonsense. I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to make everybody move away from the natural stuff and try to give people artificial food to eat. That is what they're trying to do on the basis of climate change. Nonsense that there. And of course, MOTTLEY is one of the individuals that tend to be pushing that as if they can change Mother Nature on the basis of 0.04%. Really? But anyways, brothers and sisters, she's on another vibrations right there, guys, and we're going to check it out right there. Let's see what MOTTLEY has to say in that regard.
In 1950, Barbados had...
With 1915 or 1950? Which one? What she say there?
In 1950...
50, okay.
Barbados had 200,000 people.
So Barbados had 200,000 people. I don't think Dominica has ever reached that level right there. 200,000 people, even though Barbados is like half the size of Dominica. So Barbados had 200,000 people, and of course she's going to continue right there.
And the Bahamas and Belize had 80,000 each.
So Bahamas and Belize had 80,000 each. Each of them had 80,000. All right, give or take more or less, brothers and sisters. Barbados had 120,000 more people than Bahamas, brothers and sisters.
Today, Bahamas and Belize have over 400,000 people. And
increased by over 320,000 individuals, brothers and sisters. I don't know if Bahamas and Belize following each other, because they had 80 back in 1950s. Now they have 400. Maybe give or take, brothers and sisters, more or less. But they have around that right there. An increase of 320, more or less, 1,000 people.
Barbados has, 73 years later, 269,000 people.
So an increase of 69,000 people, 73 years later. And she's checking, well, how could that be? Because back in the day when Barbados had 200 people and Bahamas had 80,000 people, now today Bahamas has about 400,000, give or take more or less, and Barbados just increased by 69,000. The audacity! That's what she's saying. The audacity of this country is to bypass them flying colors. What could have taken place, brothers and sisters? What could have taken place right there?
We have to have conversations.
No, she's wanting to have conversations on this kind of thing. So what needs to be done?
Because as much as others would like to have the joyful way to success, there is also the need for the managed way of migration if we are not going to leave our people exposed to the headwinds.
Well, I mean, you can leave your people exposed to the headwinds or not. If people want to leave the country, well, then again, that still comes back to policies. Just like people want to talk about politics. Oh, what she's saying there is on the basis of politics, you know, guys. Putting policies in place, whether to prevent people from leaving or try to get people to stay. It's politics that they, you know. It's not partisan, you know, brothers and sisters. Keep in mind. It's not partisan thing that there. Politics she's talking about. What can we do? What policies can we put in place to try to bring people in or keep people coming into Barbados so that our economy can further boost up itself? Boost up the vibrations out of which we used to be back in the day, 1950s, 200. Now we go back by 69,000. When it comes down to Dominica, I have to compare Dominica to that because Dominica is on the basis of what? We used to have about 70, maybe 76, maybe 80,000 people back in the day. If I remember that more or less, 85, maybe more or less, brothers and sisters, 70, 79, 85, not more than that, right? Now Dominica has gone down to what they say, 72. That is what they say. That is what they say. I think they do in the tally like they did in Kepinski. You know, when you come and buy lunch, they tally in you. Hey, they tally in you as if you were one of the individuals that stayed in the hotel. And then they have a over-exaggerated number right there compared to the amount of people that actually stayed in the hotel. So that's probably what the government of Dominica was doing. People visiting, passing through. I heard that they're trying to build an airport that will contain about 1 million people, which is interesting because if an airport contains more than the actual population, that's kind of crazy. But hey, who am I to say anything, brothers and sisters? But Dominica, give or take, has about 50,000 people. That's my personal point of view. I don't believe the statistics, especially when Scaro saying, oh, that is no. Once Scaro that said not to believe it. Anyways, on the basis of Bahamas, she's trying to figure out what can be done, right? What can be done? Let's listen to the Bahamas side of things, man.
This is a very simple equation, you know. If the Prime Minister Mia Mottley wants to increase the population of Barbados, all she got to do is encourage them to have sex with opposite sex.
I think that is a vital one right there. Kind of reminds me of the Prime Minister when he was talking to Skerrit, when Skerrit, Prime Minister of Dominica, was talking about, you know, raining, nice weather, time to make little ones, time to make little children. Not true? That's what the Prime Minister was telling his citizens. It's one thing to tell people make, and you know, the ability to then take care of those that of which you make. The Prime Minister should have given a fund out. Hey guys, okay, look, $1,000 or $2,000. Well, not that $2,000 got to take care of, but at least something to start with. Look at $5,000 for the year to take care of the little one, the extra one. Try and put everybody that make one. You get a $5,000 for everyone you make, and you put them out there, and obviously that would help. The Prime Minister don't do nothing, equating the economy and telling people to make little ones. Barbados, I think that is a good one. Time to tell them have sex so that they can make little ones. Not true.
And so you can't.
With the opposite and not with the same. You need the opposite, brothers and sisters. It's not magic. That doesn't work, brothers. That doesn't work, brothers. That doesn't work neither. It's the opposite that does work, brothers and sisters. Magic must fly. Speak back. Speak back, man.
Sex with the same sex and expect the population to grow.
True.
And in fact, you know, the Prime Minister herself needed to add to the number. You can't expect a couple of people to have children. You ain't got no children.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Mia. You need to get busy. Mia, you need to get busy. Huh? Get busy. You see it. You want to encourage people, the population to grow. You don't have a migration. It's not so nice. What you saying there is the right way. You need to get busy, Mia.
You got to put one on the table too. And so
Put one or two on the table.
to do that, you need a man. And you got to go find a man and you have sex and then you have children.
That's how it's done, Mia. You can't be concerned about trying to push, if you're trying to push anti-man agenda and think, hey, no, brothers and sisters, that is the point. when the world talking about people, whenever I can say that on YouTube, the decreasing of the population. When they're trying to do that, brothers and sisters, decreasing of the population, they usually try to push these kind of agendas. Because when you have this and when you have this, it doesn't produce nothing in nature. No, this is one of the reasons why I always tell people nature tends to replenish itself. If you dig a hole, brothers and sisters, and you leave the hole there, you don't touch it, nothing like that, you cover it, brothers and sisters. 10 years' time, that hole will full. Even non-living things replenishing itself. That to tell you, brothers and sisters, the hole will not be the same if it will be full back already. Nature replenishes itself. All of nature does that, brothers and sisters. So when humans want to come and say, oh no, let's do this and that, you know, Mia, come on. Wake up and smell the coffee. Yes, Mia. Get your back broke a liquor. Drop 1 or 2.
So that's nothing complicated. That's basic biology.
Basic biology.
So the problem is, it's a double-edged sword with this liberal agenda. On one hand, we want to push these alternative lifestyles. You want to push home.
Alternative lifestyle doesn't work. I actually sent some stuff out on my my WhatsApp. Some people, they always making noise about man and or making noise about, oh, they going to go. Those girls will say, oh, best I go and check a girl instead. So I sent a thing and I showed them based off the statistics that when it comes down to girl and girl vibrations, brothers and sisters, they have the most 75% are rooted in violence. Yes. Rooted in violence, brothers and sisters. There's no outcome of it. And the cheating scale goes up when it comes down to girl and girl stuff. And then when it comes down to hetero, relationships and this kind of things, it's better. It's 50% on the basis of staying together. I think it's 80% for the girl and girl. But it's apparently less for man and man. But man and man can't produce nothing, brothers and sisters. And we were looking at the dynamic of that. And we were saying, wait, but if man and man seems to be working much better, and woman is the worst, and then you have the middle ground that can actually produce something, then who is really the issue when it comes down to relationships? Who is really the issue? You can Google it yourself, guys. No, guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying go on man and man fire, on the brutal fire on it. You see it? But when it comes down to what he's saying, that's how you make little ones. That's how nature continues. And as yesterday, I was talking to one of my people, she has 2 little ones with her husband and stuff. And I tell her, well, time for her to make a 3rd one. You can't just make 2 and stop. Because you're replenishing him and you're replenishing yourself. So 2 of you, the little 2 will continue. But for you to increase the population, you make 2 free. She said to me, well, when I start making, she'll go. I said, well, I can start tomorrow. I said, I can start tomorrow. She tell me, well, she done. That was something else. She tell me she done, Papa. But when you want to increase the population, brothers and sisters, that's some of the things that you have to do. It's not just making 2 or making 1. Some people will say it's they come together, oh, I have a little one, that's it. No, brothers and sisters, you need to make free, at least free to increase the population. But number of persons are making 1 and 2 and then they're done. You need to make free to increase it. You replace yourself and your wife and then you add to the population. So I think I need to get on that program and stop pushing the alternative lifestyle. That doesn't produce nothing at all in nature. That is a folly of abomination. But anyways, let me not get carried away. But brothers and sisters, he's right. That's what you do. In case you don't hear, let me go back for you.
And so in order to do that, you need a man. And you got to go find a man and you have sex and then you have children. And so that's nothing complicated. That's basic biology.
Basic biology.
And so the problem is, it's a double-edged sword with this liberal agenda. On one hand, we want to push these alternative lifestyles. You want to push homosexual lifestyles. Then on the other hand, you're saying, oh, we ain't got no people in the country. What you think homosexuality will do?
What do exactly? What you think you're going to do? Decrease the population, destroy individuals and their own bodies. The great book says that, recompense against nature. Burning a boy, you mad. But that's why Romans do is, Romans is a deadly book, Read Romans 1, brothers and sisters. Well, you understand what I say right there. Let's continue.
Destroy the nation. That same-sex marriage will destroy countries.
True.
That same foolishness destroys the world.
And guess what? That's something that it seems like is creeping in Dominica. Because the Prime Minister saying that sentiment. He said that sentiment, recently, brothers and sisters. He used to be against it, but I guess he's trying to push the agenda for what? The 2030 agenda. And I keep telling you guys what's going on. It's interesting that you tell people exactly what's going to happen. And people people just, hey, we humans or something else here. But I see Pastor Randy a number of individuals talking about, you know, what's going to happen if that is the Buggery laws have been pushed into Dominica and is accepted and so on and so forth. I don't think that should be accepted at all. Man just creating things that want to do things on themselves, working against nature and then they're breaking it forth. Come on, people!
So that brings an end to the population of the world.
True.
If we agree with that homosexual agenda.
But the agenda is to also decrease the population. So when they're doing this, brothers and sisters, it's very clear that they push this kind of alternative lifestyles. Why are they doing that? Because they say too much people to control. So they have to decrease the population so they can control people.
So that is why, you know, you can't have both ways. You can't want to push a homosexual agenda and have your people embrace this alternative lifestyle and then say, oh, we ain't got no people for labor.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't got no more population.
And not just that, now I remember what they're doing, the American people. It's not just saying, okay, the anti-man agenda vibes, you know. That's one thing. The other thing is then saying, oh, you can become a woman and you can become a man. The woman can become a man and a man can become a woman. And then you have anti-man trying to fight in military, running, oh my God, when them China putting things. But let me tell you, you know what happened, brothers and sisters? While America trying to make them men look anti-feminine, feminize them men, you know what China doing? China putting things in the water to make this man stronger than they normally is, you know? Yes! What Russia doing? Russia not in them thing. Russia banning all them kind of crazy lifestyle thing they're trying to do. They're banning those things. You know, the countries are making themselves stronger. This is why you know what's gonna happen to the West, brothers and sisters. When they're pushing this kind of sick thing and it's coming to Dominica, things I never believed in my life would ever come to Dominica. It seems like it's gonna be on the front step, being ushered by the very Prime Minister itself, for whoever people that are in charge of him. Yes, he's not in charge of himself. You think the Prime Minister that's smart? Huh? And the man come and make a song about AM to PM we working and people seeing he's not working at all. And the man have time to make song about AM to PM and the economy going down. You think he's a smart man that can do that?
The population can come down to you if you don't stop. And so you need to make sure, encourage family. One man, one woman equals children. That's what they...
And even the polyamorous thing as well. Because apparently, well, me, I'm more inclined to monogamy, but I understand the poly lifestyle too. Because on the basis of understanding, brothers and sisters, there are more women than men in this world, you know. So on the basis of that, brothers and sisters, this is why certain places, certain cultures have that culture. And even the Bible spoke about that very thing where people had multiple wives and this kind of things there. But even on that basis of that, brothers and sisters, all the women in the world want to get married, you know. Right now in China, they have wife market twin, boy. There are different places across the world that have wife market twin. There are certain places in the world that say, okay, if you marry 2 or 3 of these girls, they will give you money to support them. The government will do that. Let's tell you how it is, brothers and sisters. So there are certain places in the world that if fellas want to say, oh, the guy travel and all you see for the car get married. You might be in your country, those girls in your country do like you. That's fine. Just travel. Leave them there, let them single and die alone. But travel, brothers and sisters, and you will see what is outside there. Boy, I was thinking of certain hills, and anyways, yeah. So travel, you know. There are a lot more women out there, brothers and sisters, than men. So not all the women out there can get married and so forth. So you get the drift, brothers and sisters.
The nuclear family, Mia, y'all get it together.
It's not just making children; you have to be able to take care of them, eh? That is one of the things. When it comes down to the people who actually in the Bible time used to marry multiple wives and stuff, they could take care of them. Some of you just want to just go and spread your oats as if you was a seed maker. You're not a seed maker. Huh? You just huh? You playing soldier of fortune. Behave yourself. You can't take care. Behave yourself. When you can, then you know. Find a nice young lady and, you know, have fun. Make 4, 5, 10, 20. Me herself need to make about 2 or 3. Well, she old already, so I don't know if she can make. But still, me, try a thing. Maybe 1 or 2 eggs you remaining, me. Put that somewhere in the incubator or whatever. And, you know, come on, me.
Please like, share.
Guys, anyways, that's just my thoughts on this. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on what I spoke about here in that regard? Do you agree with me, huh? Or do you see the dynamic that is happening when it comes on to pushing alternative lifestyle, brothers and sisters? I never believe countries complaining about that way. Brothers and sisters, the entire world population can fit in the state of Texas with a house, you know. Each person can have a house and fit inside Texas, the entire world population. Yes, brothers and sisters. Let me tell you how small the population is. They talk about the world overpopulated. Let them push a moral lifestyle. They're just doing that to try to control people. But of course, brothers and sisters, you have to listen to me now. We'll just see what happens in the next 10 years. Or in the next 7 years. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. These are just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts as well in that regard right there. Tune into the next reaction I'll be doing on the BrBpTV platform. That link will be the first comment. That link will be the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, the vlog as well will be there. The playlist vlog will be there as well. And if so, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Remember, guys, be real, positive.